I tried to do this, but I failed. I'll try it again. To make a living fence, it's called pleaching. I think that's the word for it. Or plashing. I think it's also called plashing in English, when you actually keep the fence alive. Oh, well, here's what they do. They'll take a piece and bend it over. It's tricky to do. It wasn't nearly as easy as I thought. The boneyard behind the blacksmith shop. Probably every blacksmith shop has something like that. I certainly do. I'm not even sure what that is. I'm going to have to look in the map to see it. There is so much here. But we will have seen almost all of it. I wanted to point out this ground that I'm walking on. It doesn't look as good as the ground in the field, so I'm puzzled, but surely they didn't haul it in. This looks like awful good ground. The slabs are poles that are split in two. If one had not gone to the Wind and Water Museum, that would be certainly good to go to. That's where we began, and we went up that way. Now we're heading back. That little barn has been placed on the fence as a valve, in a way. It's a gate and a shed, and you can pick up that gate that's in there and work it either way. A school. The town school. Planned for 50 children. Under one teacher. It'd be okay. It'd be fine. Like having a little choir. You get your heat. Place to wash your hands. Teacher's got a seat a little bit higher. That's good. That would be good. gate. Maybe it was to keep the animals from putting their heads through it so easy that they did that. If you can see or not, there's two workhorses here. Probably be happy out of the sun, where it's cool. That's where the horses stay. I'm guessing a bake oven almost certainly has to be pretty high. A roofed bake oven. There's no sign here, but I guess that. Oh, and here's a roof for the manure. Oh, and you can raise it. Oh, well, there's no sign, but you can raise it as the pile gets bigger. I saw something like that in Portugal. In Portugal, how do these gesehen? Genau, nein, aber. Okay, and it must be the granary because it's on saddle stones, and over there too a granary. We're going a little faster because this is the last really of the hofs, the barn yards, and these are used. I mean, pretty certainly these are where the horses live. Now look at what they did with the brick in that building. Let's see what it says here. The chief house, Haupthaus, farmhouse, but the chief one. Not open at the moment. And what I was saying about the brick, maybe you can see it better. Well, there's a sign over there. Oh, and back there a building still. It was built differently, very, very differently. For their braces, well, let's look at this one first. Oh, the back bakehouse, and to brew beer, and to still liquor, beer and brew. I'm sorry, beer and bread are so closely related. In the United States, there's a name Brubaker, and pretty certainly it was somebody who did both. Now, I was saying about the bracing in that is so different. What would this be for a house built like that? I don't know. Clay-coated granary. And a refuge in times of danger, so it had a moat around it. Okay. A mini castle. The front of the house is toward the valley. Let's see if it's furnished. Yeah. Just that it isn't open to the public at the moment. This is what I call Staddlestones. Corn saver. Spike it is what you do on the computer when you save something. And, so, you know, standard procedure. There's the front of the house for people, back of the house for the animals, all under one roof. Post, stander, balcony, beam. Oh, there's a circular saw, a little bit like what I just put on top of that platform. Well, I've never seen that. They used a piece of wood. Well, shipbuilding did that kind of thing all the time. Still, here's the other side of that piece of wood. Wow. Okay, and you know, here's the timber coming straight down, and they did notch it, but there's the knuckle to throw it out further.